my brothers from another mother and my sisters from another mister. In this video today, I'm going to respond to a question that I got in a recent video that I put up. I'll put the card up. It was titled, "You're Not Broken." Somebody asked the question, how do you come to a place of self-acceptance? How do you accept your flaws so that you can move past them and move on? First things first, if you do have questions for me or you'd like me to record a specific video on a topic, on a question you'd like answered, you can always leave a comment below. Another way to get in touch with me is make sure you're a member of the Facebook page at Entrepreneurs in Cars, and you can private message me there, any question you have. If it's a relevant topic and something I can add some value to, I'll be happy to record a video. Also, if you haven't joined the Facebook page, you should, because I'm starting to do live events both on YouTube and Facebook. So to get to the point of the question, this viewer had asked me, how do you accept your flaws? How do you come to a place of self-acceptance? I've talked in my videos before. You can probably see here the lights on it. I do have scars on both my arms, my neck, and my chest from a boiling hot kettle of water that I pulled upon myself when I was a toddler. And I struggled for a lot of my youth years, you know, as an elementary school student, even as a high school student, pretty much all the way up to the age of 18, to accept myself. I just wouldn't do things like go to a beach and take my shirt off. I would wear a long sleeve or a turtleneck sweater into the late and early spring when it was up until beyond points where it was even acceptable to even wear something like that. Sorry, I'm looking at a very interesting car. I think it's a Corvair. You'll probably see it come over my left shoulder here. If you're a car person, let me know. And it took me quite a bit. It took me a lot to accept myself. And you know, you really got to learn to embrace who you are, and at some point flip your flaws. I've talked about my scars a number of times in these videos. People have asked me questions about them. It was a very difficult part of my life. It caused a really bad stutter for me when I was growing up, something that took me a while to get over. And really, it took me 18 years to try to figure that out. You know, I didn't have any psychotherapy. I didn't have like a specialist walk me through my feelings on the matter. It's just something that I had to kind of work through myself. And honestly, the sooner you come to accept whatever flaw you might have, whatever thing it is that's holding you back, the better off you're going to be. The first thing that you got to understand is it is completely mental. It's got everything to do with that stupid meatball between your earballs that's holding your earballs between your ears and your eyeballs that's holding you back. It's nothing more than that. I honestly can't, pinpoint it to anything more than that one thing. It's your stupid brain convincing you that whatever it is holding you back. It's just insanity, letting your own belief system tell you that you're not worthy, that you're not good enough, because that's all that the messaging is that you're telling yourself. It doesn't matter what it is. For some people it's because they're ginger and they've got red hair and freckles. For other people it's because they're too short. For other people it's because they're too lanky or too skinny. For others it could be whatever it is. Whatever that narrative, whatever that story is that you need to deal with, whatever that acceptance is, face it, man. Just deal with it. What is it? What is that thing that you need to accept, that you need to believe is total bullshit? We've all got this story, this narrative, this but only if I was taller, but only if I had darker hair, but only if I had lighter skin, but only if I had darker skin, but only if I had whatever, but only if I didn't have scars, It's all in your head, guys. It's all in your head. What I'm going to do is, I'm actually picking up my dad. It's his birthday, 73 years old. I'm going to ask him to tell his version of this story on what he thought was the trigger that helped me flip and accept myself for who I was. So let's see what he has to say, because this will be interesting.
Hello.
Hey, Pops.
I'm a boy.
Be at the bottom of the driveway in 2 minutes. Maybe a minute.
All right.
Okay.
Are we going straight away?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll be right out.
See you in a sec.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Oh, first time I've been in it.
Yeah, you haven't been in it yet, eh?
No.
How's it going? So, I'm doing a video right now for Entrepreneurs in Cars.
All right.
Would you like to help?
Sure.
So the question that came up It's recording right now, by the way. So the question that came up in the comments was somebody was asking, how do you come to a point of self-acceptance? Because I did a video the other day where it was titled, "You're not broken," because everybody thinks they're broken. They need something, some kind of somebody or something, or a job or money or a girl or a boy to complete them. And I often reference, you know, how I had to overcome what was going on in my head with my scars, you know, from growing up.
Yeah.
So I thought, rather than, you know, speak from my own experience this time, since we're going to grab a bite to eat for your birthday. My dad's 73. You guys should put happy birthday in the comments below, by the way. The 73, right?
I am.
So from your perspective, you know, as an outsider, seeing me kind of go through that, how did I come to a point of self-acceptance? How did you see me do it, and what recommendations would you give people?
I've never thought of you as needing self-acceptance. I think to some extent we all do, but not badly. But at what point? Well, like I say, it wasn't that clear that you needed it, but I felt
it didn't seem clear when I was locked myself in the room listening to Metallica at like 10, and you were banging on the door telling me to shut up.
No, I didn't. I didn't. No, I didn't think of that at all. I mean, I remember having to tell you to turn your music down occasionally, but you know, I think what did it for you was when you were a lot younger and after this had happened, I thought to myself, gee, you know, Richard's going to go through life getting, you know, odd looks and maybe comments and stuff like that. Why? How did it happen? That kind of thing. And it went through my head that I needed to be very firm with you. So if I was firm with you and the world was going to be a little bit difficult for you, then you might be partly prepared for it.
Because I've always thought to myself that if I was hard on myself or tough on myself, the world would be that much easier to you.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even remember having that conversation with you.
Oh yeah. Well, we've talked about this before.
Okay.
So that was why. I mean, not only because you're a firstborn, that you were given a somewhat of a strict, tough upbringing, but that was one of the reasons why. And if there's a point that I realized you had come to terms with this, it was, I would say, in your teenage years when you were...
Are you ready to feel 700 horsepower?
Yeah, go on. When you... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Holy smoke.
That's it. We can't go any faster than that.
Jeez. That is powerful.
Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, I think the acceptance with you came at when you were a teenager and you started to lift a lot of weights.
Yeah.
And I think you felt to yourself,
confident.
I'm gonna do this because I want to do this for myself. And my dad's been strong with me, and I'm going to be strong for myself, and I'm never going to let anybody push me around. And I think that was, I mean, you were probably, I don't know, 16, 17 at the most. And that's the time that I think, for me, you changed yourself and your life.
That's it. That's pretty much what I've said before in my other video. So there you go, guys. The original gangsters dispensing the information as an outsider. Thanks very much, Pops.
Okie dokie.
What do you think of the car?
I like it. Yeah. Good power.
All right.
Good power. It reminds me a bit when I was when I first got that Subaru Impreza and went round a roundabout. It's like I went straight through it. Didn't need a brake at all. Just 4-wheel drive.
That's it, eh?
Kick ass, man.